Full Throttle, that's the one, yeah. Yeah, it's called Full Throttle. And, yeah, for me, that was really good. That was the last one that Hamilton made with them. And it was, yeah, lovely. I liked it a lot. Juneberry? No, I wasn't a fan of Juneberry. Right, let's switch over our... Did I change the game, actually, on here? Nope, I'm still in sports. Let me change my category. There we go. F1 at 25. There we go. Hopefully I'm in the right category now. Ripper Monster Yellow one, the best. The Ripper? Ooh, I don't know. I don't know about that one. Number 2 here. Number 2 is good there. Number 1's good there. Number 2. Number 2. And then we'll just leave the gearbox to that one as well. It's fine. What's your thoughts on Barcelona and Spa rotating? Disgrace. The fact that Spa is even being considered alone for rotation is a complete disgrace. The fact it's happening is even worse. But the fact it was considered is horrendous. And, yeah, we have lost 2 pretty good tracks in the map. I think Barca is quite underrated. But Spa being dropped is genuinely a complete disaster. I don't know what they're thinking. They're just trying so hard to favor all these, you know, new street tracks and stuff like that pile them loads of money. So, yeah, it's a shame. But unfortunately, that's where we are in the sport right now. So, yeah, I think it's a big shame. Big shame. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the Imola Grand Prix with Barry Hockelheim. A reminder of how the championship is looking heading into this weekend. We've completed 6 rounds so far this season, heading into Italy, and we currently sit in P4 in the Drivers' Championship. We're having a very solid season in our first season with Audi, and you can see in the Constructors' Championship we're also doing quite well as well, though. P4 in both the Drivers' and Constructors' Championship. We are only 6 points up on Isaac Kajar, who's P5, and we're 12 points on Piastri in P3. I don't think we'll really be in the fight for the top 3 that much, but, you know, we'll get our elbows out and see what happens. But it is time for Imola, so without further ado, let's get underway for qualifying here in Imola. Let's do this. What were the DNFs?
Welcome
DNFs for who?
Imola, just down the road from Ferrari HQ.
Street tracks are wrong. Let me just say, I don't think street tracks are a problem as such, but the choice of track is questionable in my opinion. Like Miami, for example, Monaco obviously is getting a lot of, you know, a lot of negative reviews right now too. There's a lot of street tracks out there that just don't provide racing, yet we stick to them. I mean, Miami literally has a contract till what, 2040, is it? Like, bruh, man, come on. Ain't about that. Ain't about it. Right, let's load up our setup first of all. We are in Imola. Let's make sure fuel is good. 3.1, good. You know what? Actually, I'm going to do a couple laps extra of fuel just in case we want to do a second lap on that soft tire. Sweet. All right, let's head out on track, shall we?
All set. We're ready to go. So let's get the car out onto the
And that's the thing. Like, in America, there's already a lot of decent racetracks, in my opinion. Watkins Glen, for example, I think is a great racetrack. Like, yeah, maybe, like, in terms of the grandstand and stuff like that, maybe it's not enough seating for... you know, Formula 1 fans and things, but, you know, if you invested into a track like that, Watkins Glen, in my opinion, would be amazing in F1. Road America would be good. You know? There's already a good couple of tracks in America that they just don't want to use. And they'd rather use a street track instead, so... You know, like I said, that's just where we are, so... I think Laguna Seca in California would be great. I don't think Laguna Seca would be, quite usable in F1 these days. What up, Emma? Sepang? Yeah, I'd like Sepang back. Obviously, Sepang's not in America, but yeah, I'd still like it back. Audi looking hella white today. Maybe it's a reflection from the clouds, something, I don't know. I still got a nice draw. Who do we get? I kind of forgot the draw was today, to be honest. Who do we get? Laguna Seca going down that S-bend. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. It'll be rough. City got Newcastle away. City will win. What team should I start my F125 realistic career mode with? I've added Connor Sport. Haas. We got Mansfield away. Oh, nice. That's not too bad. All right, here we go. Yeah, I'd be happy with Kyle Lamy as well. First lap of the day, chat. Let's lock in real quick. The car feels really sensitive on the front ends. I feel like I'm barely turning the wheel and it's being quite pointy. Makes for a change for an Audi, doesn't it? Wrexham at home? Yeah, you should be good with that. Be a little bit careful on the battery in this final sector. Recommend Rally we go. That felt pretty good. I love Recommend Rally. Great section of the racetrack. Purple middle centre there as well. Still early doors, but good to see a purple. 15.6 for George Russell at this stage. Probably could use a little bit more inside curb there. Bit of understrong entry. We made the York corner nicely on the final one. And then down to lap we go. How's it going to be for our first lap? Here in Imola, 15.5. That's not bad at all, is it? Faster than George Russell right now. Granted, it's still, you know, the first lap, but hey, even Valtteri Bottas being P3 right now. Interesting. Okay. Hulkenberg gets a P4. Verstappen P2. Yo, we did a very good lap there, I think. That was a very nice lap, I feel. Being faster than Verstappen and Russell already is a good sign, so... Hockenheim would be nice. I'd be happy with either Hockenheim or Nürburgring. I think both of them are very good tracks. If I was to prefer one, then maybe Hockenheim, but I'd be happy with either. And I do feel like with, you know, a good couple of German teams in the grid now, I do feel like we do need a German Grand Prix. We have got Hulkenberg as well as the only German driver, I think, right? I don't think there's any other Germans on the grids. We need more street tracks. Yeah, they would rather do like a Berlin street track rather than... They'd rather do a Berlin street track than go back to Hockenheim or Nürburgring. Give me the streets of Frankfurt. Exactly. We'll go to Hamburg. Only one F2 German. Is that... Oliver Goethe? I don't know how to say his name. Yeah, I saw Tim Tramnitz has joined BMW's development program in Hypercar, I think. Yeah, Goethe. Is that how I say it? Goethe? Goethe? I feel like saying Goethe is a bit weird, but... What up, Peter? Berlin F1 at the FE circuit, gimme. I actually remember watching... It was a few years ago, but I remember watching qualifying in Formula E around Berlin, and I did not understand what was going on whatsoever. Formula E qualifying is trippy. Goethe is how you say it? Okay. I saw TikTok had another blow-up this week. Yeah, I mean, it was with his teammate as well, right? Who we got our laps right now? We're barely ahead of Max Verstappen, only 79,000 between us. Yeah, even our teammate's done a good lap. Nico Hulkenberg P5. There's a lot of interesting drivers here right now. Both the Cadillacs in the top 10. Interesting. Okay. We're still waiting for a few drivers to cross the line, so let's go aboard Charles Leclerc. He'll be one of those that I'm sure goes faster. Ferrari is sort of second home Grand Prix as well, isn't it? So... Pepe Martin's the most English Spaniard ever. Yeah, his English is very good, to be fair. I'm going to assume he probably lived in the UK for a while. $15.4 for Charles Leclerc. Puts him P3. Okay. Oh, we're down to P4. Never mind. I thought we were still top. We are now 4.5 tenths down on Lando Norris. There we go. A bit of reality check for us there. Now Lewis Hamilton go. I think the track's getting faster. 14.7 now is the best time from Lewis Hamilton. So, yeah, a little bit of a reality check there. But I think we might be good for a Q2 here, though, right? P17, Alex Albon did a 16.2. We did a 15.5. I think we're good. I think we're good for a Q2 here. Let's retire and see. Are we good? We are indeed. We dropped one more position. Only Verstappen went faster. That's not too bad. All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. P6 for ourselves, P11 for our teammate. We get a double Audi Q2. We also get a double Cadillac Q2 as well. Valtteri Bottas and Sergio Perez both through to Q2 here in Imola. Let's see who is eliminated in Q1. We've got Ollie Behrman and Alex Albon both knocked out in 17th and 18th. Arvid Lindblad in P19 alongside his teammate Liam Lawson. Then Esteban Ocon and Franco Colapinto are both out in Q1 as well. Kimi Antonelli. Bit sketchy for him, though. Only a few hundredths up on Ollie Behrman, but he is through to Q2. Both Aston's through as well. Top of the session so far, Lewis Hamilton in front of the Italian crowd. He'll be very happy with that, and I'm sure Ferrari will be as well. But still a couple more sessions to go, but not too bad for ourselves. The bad Merc and Porsche crash in Bathurst, was that Paul Aaron's brother? Yes. Yeah, it was. Yeah, he ended up getting a fractured back from it, didn't he? Which is, yeah, brutal. That incident should never have happened. Absolutely should never have happened. It was disgrace from all parties, really, to that happened. Maybe less so the drivers, but how the race director didn't pick it up, how the marshals didn't pick it up, I have no idea. It was, yeah, horrible. In the replay, you can see the yellow flag on the corner. You need yellow flags way before that to tell you there's an incident coming. Way before that. Ange, thank you for on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in as well. Watch this, what happens. Let me show you what happened. For those of you who missed the Bathurst incident, let me show you guys what happened, because it is genuinely criminal. It's a horror. It's pretty bad. Thankfully, like, everyone is mostly okay. Obviously, like I say, one guy did get a fractured back, but, you know, given everything that happened, that's probably... He's got off quite lightly, I'd say. Here we go. This is what happens.
Our leaders right now are through the S's, making their way down to the dipper. They're not far away from getting to that car. Here they come.
He's down at the entrance to...
Oh! Huge shot. Huge shot for the Craft Bar.
That's what happens.
Straight into it at the top of the BMW.
Safety car boards and flags. Safety car boards and flags.
BMW M. Forest Elbow, and that car is out.
That car was stationary on that corner for about 30 seconds, I think someone said, before that incident happened. There is only one yellow flag on display. There's a marshal poster right here. There's only one yellow flag on display, and it's right on the corner. This marshal post here, you can see the yellow flags are put away. How they weren't made aware, I have no idea. That should be an instant red flag. I mean, after the incident it was. But...
Huge shot. Huge shot.
Yeah. The fact that ever happened is a complete disgrace. Not actually that bad. Oh, yeah, the guy only broke his back. Yeah, not that bad at all. Not that bad whatsoever. Come on, man. Investigations need to happen. I assume they probably have. I turned off ABS and TC after mastering them. How much time does it take for me to learn? A good bit of time. It's not something that happens overnight. Obviously, learning it for each track as well is a little bit different too, so... F1 had marshals on track during the race. I mean, yeah, that's a different topic altogether, really. But yeah, that incident should never have happened. And like I said, I'm glad everyone is, like, mostly okay. Like I say, one guy got off with a broken back, but that was, you know... Like I say, for an incident like that, could have been a lot worse. I don't know which car he was driving, Bucks. I don't know if he was the one that got hit or did hit. I'm not sure which car he was driving. Am I on a old tire? Yes, I am. Good. There won't be no fresh tire just yet. Could have easily been a red flag before the incident. Well, apparently he was stalled. There was no, like, actual, like, crash or anything before that. So there was anticipation they'd get going again. And he was just, like, stalled across. But, like I say, for me, the most important thing is there should have been yellow flags much, much earlier. I'm the wrong person to ask, Peter. He climbed out and crawled over the track. Yeah. He was probably fueled with adrenaline, though, so... Oh, boy, that was way too hot, turn 1. Technically, turn 2. Who's the right person to ask then? Dewey? Probably. He's quite a traveler around the UK usually, so... These tires are ready. Feel a bit sketchy. 15.3 for Kimi. Bit of a slide again throughout Camerale. Yeah, the kangaroo incident was wild. I won't play that one on stream, but yeah, Bathurst has had a lot of incidents this year. 15-1 for Hadjar. 14-7 for Oscar. This lap might be a little bit weak here. Let's see. I go across the line. Yeah, 16-4. That's not a great one. That lap isn't so great. And the rear right got to 12% there too. So I don't think the soft tire will be very usable today. Just a quality tire and that'll be it. That's our character, Max. We role players in. Not seen the kangaroo incident or heard about it. You could probably imagine what happened. It was very early into the race, and yeah, unfortunately, a Mustang met a kangaroo, and there was only one winner. Let's say that. Not the most pleasant thing. Although, to be fair, the kangaroo put up a hell of a fight. I'll give it that much. there was some pretty big damage on the Mustang in the end. We're first on Hulkenberg that lap as well. Maybe he was struggling a little bit on the banker lap. I'd argue there are no winners. Yeah, you know what? That's reasonable. 14.7 for Verstappen.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
All right. I already answered that, Tom. Kangaroo sample was made of steel, I heard. I mean, to be fair, kangaroos are they're beasts. I wouldn't personally square up against a kangaroo. There's definitely only one winner in that one. And it ain't me. Let's just say, Jam, that both retired. Let's just say that. All right. Down at P10 right now. I think we'll probably be in the bottom 6 quite comfortably here. So this second lap's going to have to find a good bit of improvement. But the good news is we can definitely find it. Let's go on to a fresh soft tire. Verstappen's gone quickest now. 14.7. And yeah, we are down in the bottom 5. We're only 2 thousandths faster than Hulkenberg. Good lord. Both caddies ahead of us. Yeah, we've got some work to do. We definitely got some work to do. Let's lower the fuel down to 3.1. And let's head out for our second lap of Q2.
Okay, when you're ready, let's go.
Yeah. You could say that indeed. I still like the Audi teamwear, though. I'm not going to lie. Still looks quite clean. Lando Norris with a 14.5. It's your birthday, Gleno. You share the same birthday as Valentino Rossi. Hope it'll go on, mate. All right, let's get these tires up in temperature. Yeah, both the Audis done in 15th and 16th right now. This is a little bit of a reality check for us. We're going to try and find some time on this second lap. Hopefully, it'll be our final lap. We should find enough time. A bit more on the front tires. Oops. It's just still a little bit cold. The rears are okay. What do you want the temps at? I like to get them towards 80 degrees. So I'm a little bit on that front side, but I'll have to make do for now. The rears are okay, but
Drop to P15.
let's stay on the front. All right, here we go. Hopefully our final lap of Q2. Let's lock in. Already a lot better than the first chicane there. 5/10 alone. Nice. 7/10. Good lap so far. Don't fumble it. Almost a second. Here we go. Oh, this is beautiful. Beautiful. There we go.
We've only got one lap of
Lovely lap. 1.4 seconds and a 15.0 puts into the top 5. That is a great lap to get us into, well, hopefully into Q3. I'd like to think that the guys in the bottom 6 right now would not beat that. But yeah, 15.0. Big lap there. 1.5 second difference. And that puts us in the mix for Q3. Good stuff. You and Hulkenberg look like twins in the top left. Yeah, from what I've heard so far from the drivers, apparently not many of them are particularly keen on the regulations. Which is a little worrying to hear, you know. When drivers are outright saying that they're worried about how overtakes are going to be and stuff like that, it's not good, is it? It's not good. The start in Australia will be interesting. How many people are going to stall off the line, you reckon? Or just not go at all? Because those starts did not look too good in Bahrain. I would like to think a few teams are like, you know, sandbagging it a little bit. But who knows? Max and Lewis said they started since last year and nobody listens. I think it's more the fact that no one really wanted to believe it. Because when we go into the regulation period, there's always quite a lot of hope and, like, you know, we anticipate change. And we don't really want to believe it too much because we want it to work. And unfortunately, it is becoming reality. So we'll get a good idea of it in Australia, that's for sure. Only a few weeks away from finding out. Less than a few weeks, in fact. Yes, K-Cray, yeah. Sam Collins. Yeah, that clip was amazing. Straight out of The Office. Merc sandbagging, definitely, you reckon? How do you master all 24 tracks without some kind of line? That's crazy. Playing the game a lot. It's the honest truth. Playing the game a lot, you can learn a lot from doing that alone, so. All right. That should be enough for a Q2, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're 5/10 up on George Russell, who's P11. We've got a good bit of time against the other guys down there, too, so I think we should be okay for a Q3 here. There's definitely more time out there to find, but I think that should be enough for a Q3. Let's see. Retire from session. Do we drop down any further? We do not. We actually stay P5 at the end. Not bad at all. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. that will do it for Q2 then here in Imola. And Lando Norris leads the way so far to Verstappen, to Leclerc, with Piastri in P4 as well. We sit P5 in the Audi with Hamilton right behind us, Hadjar, Gasly, Antonelli, and Valtteri Bottas into Q3 as well. I'm pretty sure that's our first Cadillac Q3 of the season. Lovely to see. Well done, Valtteri Bottas into Q3 here in Imola. Lance Stroll is knocked out. George Russell starts in P12 with Sergio Perez and Carlos Sainz right behind him. Alonso and Hulkenberg will line up in 15th and 16th. So unfortunately, our teammate does not make it through to Q3. But we have got one Audi here with ourselves. And hopefully we can try and get a good start as well. But that, ladies and gentlemen, will do it for Q2. On to the final session here in Imola. Let's do this. Miami? Did they make Q3 in Miami? I don't recall, but maybe I'm wrong. Did you see the renderings to the new Birmingham City Stadium? Yes, I did. I tell you what, a lot of stadiums that have been rendered recently look horrendous. You see the United one? Look like they got a massive net over it. At least they'll catch Benjamin Sheshko's shots. All right. We're not going to use a soft tire here, are we? I might save one just in case. I don't think we need it, but we'll save one just in case. Cool. All right, let's head out on track with the older soft tire for now.
Checks complete. Everyone be aware, we've got a car leaving the garage.
I honestly don't know how United have the money for it, to be fair, Bucks. It's wild. Voucher dominance good ball fans. Imagine we made Cadillac like the best team on the grid. What happens? What do we do when that happens? There's a lot of traffic here, actually. A lot of traffic. What up, Patrick? Whoa. Hello. I think I don't like the traffic. Jim Ratcliffe's a big fan of Mercedes. Well, he does run Ineos, so... which also owns a shareholder in United as well, so... Okay, I'm gonna let these guys go. They're not going away from me, so I'm just gonna let them go past me and hopefully run off of them into the distance. Kuzo, thank you for the Twitch, mate. Appreciate it, dudes. Welcome in as well. Got another Ferrari here, too. We'll just let the Ferrari go as well, and then we don't have to worry about it. Perfect. All right, let's get a little more tire temp in. Oh, the tires are definitely colder than we'd like them to be. Let's try and get a little bit more in before we start the lap. How's it going, Kuzco? Hope you're good, mate. All right, here we go. First lap Q3. Don't expect anything too crazy here, but let's try and get a solid lap down at least. Running those curbs like crazy. Oh! The rear downforce of this Audi is still not amazing. 14.3 for Oscar. Here we go to the line. Last couple corners. I've used up a bit too much battery on this lap, I think. 14.2 for Max. Here we go. How's it going to be? Full throttle to the line, and we're going to finish up our first lap with a 15.5. We're ahead of Valtteri Bottas, but not ahead of Gasly and Co. So we're 0.6 away from what we did in Q2 nearly. So yeah, I think that final time we'll find a good bit of time on. Hopefully. I didn't see what the prediction was. I'm trying to catch your moves because tomorrow I took my my first wheel for F125. Ooh, good luck, my man. Enjoy. It's a tricky step, but a very fun one at that as well. So, one of the McLarens just crossed the line, went ahead of us as well. So P9 now. At least we're not lost, but yeah, we got a lot of time to find. Temps weren't right. Yeah, we were way too far down on temps. Unfortunately, the AI was kind of messing with me a little bit, so that distracted us. But yeah, next time round, we'll get the temperature in the right range. Even now, after that lap, they're still a little bit cold on the fronts. 65 and 70 is a little low. What up, Wipeout? Do I think I'm better than Hayden Gullis? Well, when he was in the Creator Series, I did beat him. Just saying. However, he's also the reason I'm in Creator Series, so I can't say too much. I can't say too much. You're not bad, Wipeout. What about you, mate? He's wondering how I can get his tire information on the FSR2. I don't think you can. That's one thing Mozza hasn't done yet. Hayden just puts me in walls. He puts everyone in the wall. If you haven't been pitted by Hayden at some point, like, it doesn't like you if he hasn't done that. If you're a friend of Hayden Gullis, he will put you in the wall at some point. We've all been there. Maybe, however, no comment is your answer. Yeah, something like that. You wouldn't be far away either way. My light flashed before my eyes and he dropped my biscuit in my tea. See, I think I'm a bit of a fake Brit. I don't drink tea. I don't like tea that much. Do not have tire data on the FSR screen. The only data I have is temps. It doesn't tell you anything about like tire wear or anything like that. The only thing it'll tell me is temps. And honestly, I don't think it gets the temps right a lot of the time either. Most need to improve on that a little bit. It's doable, but yeah. You like Canada Creator Series? Dude, my luck was not running in my favor on that one. Alright, let's go on to the last few minutes. About that. Alright. Have you changed the data in games 2024? I don't think so. What's the display on your wheel then? Like the yellow blocks? That's the tire temps. But like I say, it doesn't usually display correctly a lot of the time. Sometimes it does, but not often. So I don't really base my tire temps off what it says on here. But if you're looking for tire wear and things like that, it doesn't, you can't get tire wear on the Mozza screens, annoyingly. It's a fix with dashes is on the CM2. Really? Is it the telemetry settings, I guess? I think everyone's heading out, right? Yeah, they are. All right, let's head out.
Standing by.
Interesting. Okay. I'll check that out at some point. A cussed tart cream. Very good, Nico. And then my favorite biscuit, but it's solid. How much was the wheel? The FSR's about 500, I think. We actually went out a little bit late here, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal. How do you get the RGB rev lights like that? I can't find out how. If you go to the indicator settings, you need to start a new telemetry effect with the RPM gradient. And then you can pick whatever colors you want after that as well. Solid thing to follow me. Appreciate it, dudes. Welcome in as well. All right, let's get these tire temps up. Do not slack on tire temps, chat. Do not slack. We want these tires up in temperature before we start the lap. And it's only a short lap as well, so we haven't got a long time to do it. Toe cam when? I'm running out of USB ports, Hendon. I got so much stuff plugged into this PC. The fronts are still a little bit cold. Yeah, that'll do. What's the best way to get temps up? Well, I was doing just that. A lot of weaving. All right, here we go. Final lap of qualifying, chat. Where can we put it? A little bit down the first sector, actually. Four tenths up now, though. Good couple of sequence of corners there. 14.2 for Oscar Piastri. I need a good aqua here. Oh, a bit of a slide on exit, but not too bad. Kept it running. Nice exit out of the chicane there as well. 6.5 tenths up. A bit tight on battery as well, though. Gotta be careful. And we go for the final corner. A little bit wide on the apex. Still 7.5 tenths up, though. This will be in the 14s, I think. Here we go to the line. How's it going to be? 14.8. And where are we going to start? Oh, it's a P7. That's a bit low. We wanted, really. We will start the Imola Grand Prix in 7th place. That's a little bit underwhelming. We were half a tenth away from Charles Leclerc for 6th place. But, yeah, 7th was the best we could do there. And that's a little bit of a shame there. Little bit of a shame. Oscar Piastri would take pole position by 9 thousandths to Max Verstappen. Barely anything between those two. Lando Norris starts P3, Hadjar P4. Both the Ferraris in their second home Grand Prix will end up on the 3rd row together. We'll start P7 with Antonelli joining us on the 4th row. And then Pierre Gasly and Valtteri Bottas in the Cadillac will start on the 5th and final row of Q3. I don't think Bottas did a second lap either because he was 7 tenths down on Gas in the end. So, yeah, there we have it, chat. P7 is where we start. That is tough. That's a tough one to accept, but hopefully we can have some good race pace and try and get a better position in the Grand Prix. That's a reality check right there for us, isn't it? It was looking a bit too good in Q1, and yeah, Q3 definitely bit us on the arse a little bit. So, gotta lock in for this Grand Prix for a good result. Gotta lock in. Ah, man. Yeah, no, Imola's not on the calendar this year. Once we go to Season 2 of this career modes, we'll remove Imola from the calendar. Just for, you know, realism. Although, as I say that, we'll be bringing a reverse track. That's not exactly realistic either, is it? So, AI are rapid here? Yeah, they are. They are. But hopefully we can try and get a good race down at least. So, I'm going to keep it 110 AI, but, you know, we have been doing quite well lately. So if we are due a bit of a poorer performance, maybe today's the day for that. But I'm sure when we go to Monaco, you know, we'll be all right there because the AI suck in Monaco. So it'll even out at least. It'll even out. Are we even going to have enough time for Season 2? If we go back to doing like two races a stream, then probably. Maybe. We'll see. We will see. Been looking for some, been seeing some crazy realistic F125 mods on TikTok recently. It genuinely looks real. Are those the graphic reshades ones? I wanted to maybe look into getting that, but I was like, it'll probably tank my PC. I'd imagine performance sucks if you haven't got a very, very good PC. And I do have a strong PC, but I don't think it's strong enough where I could run a stream and those graphics at the same time. But it would be sick. It would be sick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go then. It is time for the Imola Grand Prix. 63 laps of racing is what awaits us here in Imola, and we're expecting a full dry race day. No rain forecast for today's race, but 63 laps is a lot of laps, and hopefully we could try and get a good position today as well. A reminder of how the Drivers' and Constructors' Championship is shaping up heading into Imola today. Verstappen leads the way by 11 points to Norris, who's 3 ahead of Piastri, and then we're 12 behind Piastri right now as well. So, bit of a deficit to McLaren's. I think always going to be a little bit unrealistic to be in that top 3 fight. However, we could definitely try and challenge that top 5. We're currently 21 points up on Charles Leclerc in P6. So I think our fight this season will be trying to get in the top 6 of the Drivers' Championship. And then maybe the Constructors, we can try and fight for P4 there as well against Mercedes, who are having a pretty torrid season. You've got George Russell in 8th on 35 points, and Antonelli, who's only got 6 points in 6 races so far. 1 point a race so far for Kimi is not great. So I'd expect Mercedes to ramp up the pace a little bit at some point. But while the rest loads up, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go take a quick ton of break. If you guys have got a drink or a snack, now's your chance to do so. And then we'll be back in a few moments' time, ready for 63 laps of racing action here in Imola.
This race has gone by several former names. The Italian Grand Prix, the San Marino Grand Prix, and now the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. It's race day. We're at Imola. Welcome. 3.1 miles of track at Imola featuring 19 turns, 9 to the right and 10 to the left. Remember that Imola differs from most other Formula One tracks as it's taken anti-clockwise. Let's hope nobody forgets that today. The exit from turn 18 will probably be the setup for many of today's overtakes, leading as it does into the longest straight on the circuit, and its only DRS zone. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Oscar Piastri lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Norris, Hadjar, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Leclerc, Wang, Antonelli, Gasly, and Valtteri Bottas, Stroll, Russell, and Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Hülkenberg, Ollie Behrman, and Alex Albon, Lindblad, Lawson, Ocon, and Franco Colapinto rounds off the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. Now, I'll be generous here. It's not that long ago that you were racing and entertaining us on a Sunday. But in the years since,
Wang!
the sport has changed quite a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has, Crofty. You know, the cars have got bigger, they're heavier, but critically, there's more downforce to play with as well now. There was about 4 tons of downforce on the car at 300 kilometers an hour when I drove. You're now looking more towards 5 tons of downforce. So there's a big difference in performance. But because of that, the car being heavier and bigger, you've got to drive in a
that Cadillac livery is still fire, by the way, chat.
Look after it a bit more. You've got to nurse it through the.
I forgot to update it for today, but that Cadillac livery still looks fire.
Agile machines when I drove in Formula 1 compared to now.
It still looked pretty sweet regardless.
Okay, this is our engine supplier's home Grand Prix, which means there's a lot of very important people here behind the scenes. I'd love to give them a strong result to watch today, plus a good result might make my post-race meetings a little bit easier. And
you'll get a bonus, let's be honest, Mark. That's what you care about, huh? Mark's only in it for the money. It's disgraceful, really, when you think about it. To be fair, I'm all in it for the money, though. Right. The Audi livery looks like a very fancy toaster. Everyone calls it an Energizer battery. And I see the vision, to be fair. I see it. Strategy is suggesting a 2-stop, medium, hard, medium. I don't think we'll start on hard tires. I think I'd rather start on mediums, maybe. Something like this, most likely, I think. Yeah, something like that. This is a long pit stop, isn't it? It is, yeah. Imola has a very, very long pit stop. I think pit stop time loss here is... I can check. Nearly 27 seconds pit lane time loss. So, quite a bit. Which is why sometimes it's best to try and work out a one-stop, but tire around here is also quite criminal as well, so you got to be very careful with that. Very, very careful. Don't damage the wing on lap 1. We'll do our best. We will do our best. Let's lower the fuel down as well. I think Imola usually burns up a bit of fuel. Let's go 2 over just to be safe. If I remember correctly, Imola does like to burn fuel, so... Audi's from Italy, yeah, of course. Well, they are using the Ferrari engine in this career, so it makes sense. It does make sense. Okay, so I think we'll start up with 2 strategies then. We'll start up with a 1-stop, and we'll also start up with a 2-stop. The 2-stop will be 18 on mediums, 22 on hards, and then 23 on hards at the end. And then we can also set up for a 1-stop, where it'll be 27 on mediums, and then 36 on hards. So I don't know if we'll try and stick to 1-stop, but I guess we'll see how the tire wear goes and decide as we go. But from what I noticed, it does look like the tire wear is going to be kind of difficult here. So if we can manage the medium tire, great. But if not, then we might have to try and pull off a 2-stop. And, yeah, hopefully we'll have some good pace to try and recover the 27-second time loss, really. Right, I think everything there is okay. I think I'm happy with that. Prediction time, chat. This could be a tricky prediction, actually, isn't it? This is going to be a tricky prediction. We've got ourselves in P7, of course. We've got Kimi in P8 in the Mercedes. George in P12 in the Mercedes as well. Our teammate starts down in P16. He didn't get a great qualifying in. What do you reckon, chat? What do you reckon for the prediction here? This is actually quite a tricky one. Kimi does start on the hard tires as well. Verstappen and Lando both on hard tires. I think everyone else is on mediums. Albon's on softs. Our teammates on hards too. Top 5, you think? You reckon we could beat both the Ferraris? It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to beat both Ferraris. Audi versus Cadillac, you reckon? Cadillac are the worst team on the R&D, so I would expect them to drop down. We could try and maybe, like, beat both Mercedes. Kimi's in P8, George P12. Do we beat both Mercedes, maybe? Yeah, we'll Barry beat both the Mercs. It'll be a tough one, but I think we can give it a shot. Yeah? Let's do it. Will we beat both Mercedes in today's Grand Prix? That'll be our prediction, I think. That should be a good one. Hopefully. I guess we'll find out, but hopefully it'll be good. Right then, ladies and gentlemen. I think without further ado, it is time to get ourselves ready and underway for some racing action here in Imola. We start this one, ladies and gentlemen, P7. Unfortunately, not quite the qualifying we were looking for. We've had some great qualifying sessions lately, even getting on to the second row a few times recently too. But unfortunately today, we didn't quite get the lap together, and we'll start in P7 for today's Grand Prix, which isn't the end of the world, but scoring a podium today is going to be very, very tricky, especially with all the fast cars around us as well. But maybe this is a reality check for Berry and Audi. But P7 is where we start, and these are the strategies we are looking at today. Depending on the tyre wear, we'll be deciding if we go 1-stop or 2-stop. If the tyre wear is good, we go 1-stop. If the tyre wear is bad, we'll go 2-stop. But if we want to 1-stop it, we've got to look after those medium tyres, which I know is going to be very tricky when we're trying to keep the pace up as well. So fingers crossed, we can try and look after them, but I'm not expecting anything too crazy. However, we can always go and fall back to the 2-stop if need be. Like I say, ladies and gentlemen, we start this one in P7. Today's prediction will be, will we beat both the Mercedes in today's Grand Prix? The Mercs starting P8 and P12. So make sure you get predictions up in the chat in a moment's time. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for 63 laps of racing action here in Imola. Ladies and gentlemen, the prediction is live right now. Will we beat both the Mercedes in today's Grand Prix? Someone has gone crazy on the prediction right now. Over 100K on one side. Get your predictions up, ladies and gentlemen, right now in the Twitch.
moment. No rain currently expected.
Holy chat. That might be one of the biggest predictions I've ever seen. 365k versus 191k. I don't think I've ever seen our predictions that big before. Y'all are not messing today, huh? Y'all are not messing. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the Imola Grand Prix. The front tire is still a little bit cold, really, but let's see what we can do. Ooh, nearly went a bit too deep. Thankfully, we've got on the brakes. Oh, no, 0.3.
Okay, incredible.
How many points are no? I think 195 or something like that. That was a lot. Hell of a lot.
Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this. 5 red lights here in Imola. Let's try and get a good launch to start off the day. It's lights out, away we go for the Imola Grand Prix. Charles Leclerc looked like off the line very well. Hamilton not so much. Norris not so much either as he swings to the left to try and cut off Lewis Hamilton. We're on the outside heading down towards turn number 2. Can we try and slip on by? You gotta be careful of any front wing damage. We're still side by side with Lewis Hamilton. Through turn 4 we go. And there's one position made up already. Leclerc and Norris too wide into the next section here as well. And Norris backs out of that one and finds himself down in P5 early on here. Can we try and maybe launch an attack on the Brit as well? Let's find out. That hard tyre not really up to him just yet for the McLaren driver. And we've made up one position so far. Can we make up any more, especially with Lando being on the white wall tyre? Let's see. Yeah, 640k on the line, man. Jesus, that's got to be the biggest one ever, right? That has to be the biggest bets ever. Love to see it, though. Love to see the gamba. Here we go to chicane for the first time. Can we try and get the X out of here? A little bit sketchy on the second part of the curb. Just broke away for a little bit from Lewis Hamilton there. Hopefully our straight line's good. We'll find out in a second. Out the final corner we go. Looks like Hadjar is in P3 right now, too. As we push out the final corner, slipstreaming Norris all the way up towards turn 1. I think our straight line speed looks okay, doesn't it? Hamilton didn't gain too much. Bottas is P8, by the way. Yo, Valtteri. I was not familiar with your game. Holy. It's P7. Hey, someone shake that Cadillac, man. Someone shake that caddy. Good Lord. What a start for Bottas. P10 to P7 in the opening lap in a Cadillac. Fair play, sir. Fair play. I was not familiar with your game. That's outrageous behavior from the Finn. I'm trying to stay as close as I can to these guys in front. Yeah, he must have hit the sauna for sure. He definitely hit the sauna. Watch engine temps. Yeah. We are quite close to the guys in front here, so engine will probably rise in temperature. Cadillac first points, maybe? Yeah, we'll see. I think Hamilton will probably pass him again, though, but we'll find out shortly. Leclerc is holding up Lando a little bit right now. Through the final corner we go. Decent exit. Got to be a little bit careful on battery again, though. Piastri goes fastest so far. Lake, thank you for the Twitch, mate. Appreciate it, dudes. Welcome in as well. There you go. Hamilton's past Bottas. Unfortunately, it lasts too long. Here goes Lando and Charles Leclerc. 2 wide through turn 2. Has to be a little bit careful of the braking there, not to go into the back of the Ferrari. But Lando is back past Charles Leclerc. And we'll try and charge up some battery while these guys sit in front of us. That does kind of allow Hamilton back into play a little bit because of this battle, so that's a bit unfortunate. Bottas still P8, though. Hopefully he can keep that up. Hamilton's wash line, Bottas past him. It reminds me of 2022 all over again. I tell you what, 2022, low-key, one of the most underrated F1 seasons ever, in my opinion. I know Red Bull kind of ran away with it in the end, but the way it was like so hotly contested in the first half of the season was crazy. Leclerc slowing down. What was that? He just started lifting. Bro's on Lyco already? Lap 3 and Charles Leclerc's on Lyco? Maybe we can try and get past him. The pole posting goes crazy in 22. Yeah, the adjustments they made to the floor and stuff like that after all the complaints kind of like killed it a little bit, but oh wow, Leclerc okay, is now steaming away. Fair enough. Get that in your race here too. Interesting. First person. Now Bottas is back into P7. Yo, Bottas might be the GOAT, chat. Bottas low-key might be the GOAT right now. I'm trying to stay with these guys, but they are quick. I wonder if they are actually like lifting and coasting a bit, Wipeout. I've never seen them do that before, but pretty cool to see if so. But yeah, one of the biggest issues we had in 22 was obviously the whole porpoising thing. And once they changed that up, the racing kind of died down a little bit, which was a shame because it actually started really strong. Do you have the official Cadillac livery? I think it's available, but I didn't download it. I think we have every other livery but the Cadillac one. So when we go to Monaco, we should have the updated Caddy livery. That's on me. That's my bad. Pachenko, thank you for follows on, mate. Appreciate it. Oscar Piastri going fastest again. We'll get more DRS on Norris and Leclerc down towards turn 2. These guys keep on scrapping. And Norris gets by this time. Hamilton past Bottas again. Petition to not change it. I want to try and replicate the season as much as possible, so I'm afraid I will be changing it when I can. Oh, nice Wipeout. The iconic Senna livery. The John Player special as well. How's tyres looking after 5 laps? 8 and 9%? That's not that bad. If you really want to replicate it, you'd be running at the back every race? Well, you tell the AI to get better then. And then we can. I love the Cadillac livery, to be honest. We did some rankings on the Cadillac livery earlier. I gave it a B tier, I think, and I think the community gave it an A tier. I think it's a good livery that just could have been a lot better, in my opinion. Tell you what. Tell you what, chat. We're not too far back here. And now Leclerc's going to go for a move on Norris. Is he? Oh my God, holy moly.
Team Radio. HP89234 says AI get better please so we get Vonk suffering at the back every race.
AI get better so Vonk can suffer? Wow, that's crazy work. We don't have the worst car on the grid anymore, to be fair, so it looks better on track, to be fair. I agree. I agree. Can't wait to see some special liveries they do. Yeah, the special liveries will be very interesting to see. But yeah, if Cadillac added some more color and stuff to their livery, I think it really could have been a top tier livery. Still think it's good as it is, but could have been a lot better. What's that still holding up Hamilton behind? Which came and go again. Getting very cloudy out here in Imola. Is the green bit on the side of the cockpit there IRL as well? Yes. I can't remember exactly. I think is it BP? I don't remember which sponsor it is. But yeah, they do have some green around the headrests. Because of one of their sponsors. Damn, Leclerc and Norris are flying down the straight this time. They're too wide through turn 2. That'll just get us a bit closer again. Bottas still holding up Hamilton, by the way. Wait, Hamilton's dropping. Hamilton's dropping. He's lost DRS to Bottas. He might have damage. Is that possible? Maybe Hamilton has damage from from a fight with Bottas, maybe? Yeah, look at that. It's like 1.3 seconds back. Damn. Unfortunately, I'm dropping these guys in front a little bit as well, so I need to pick up the pace. Oscar's in a Red Bull sandwich. Yep. Oh, that helps. Wow, what a move, Lando. Wow. Wait, did Lando overtake there or did he defend that? Yeah, I think it was an overtake, right? That's an outrageous overtake. Leclerc will get him back again, though. Maybe. Yep, there we go. Flying grass again? Yeah, maybe. I forgot about that incident. That's crazy. Flying grass takes out your tire. That's tough. But yeah, I mean, Bottas is definitely opening up the gap, isn't it? Hamilton's struggling right now. But then again, Hamilton does have a little gap to the Merc, so maybe it's minor damage he has. Why isn't Alpine miles back? Maybe he got damage as well. We are playing on sim damage, so any, like, decent contact can get you front wing damage and stuff. Here goes Norris again, looking up the inside. Leclerc defending it late. These guys have been at it all 8 laps so far. If you could put another bit of DRS in Imola, where would you put it? Maybe out of Aquaminerale to the chicane. I feel like all the straights other than this one are quite short, so I don't think it'd be very useful. Norris making the move again. Make sure we see what happens to the Alpine after the race. Yeah. Just let me in. Make sure to remind me at the end of the race. Bottas closed up a little bit there. 1.8. Let's have a look at tyre wear at the moment after 8 laps. Yeah, it's about 2% on the rear right per lap. And if we wanted to one stop, we need to get to lap 26, was it? It's going to be tricky, but I think it's doable. Yeah, Leclerc doing another lift and coast into the chicane here. That might drop him out of DRS. Got to be careful. He's got to be very careful. 27, yeah. I think it's doable. We're not that far away from our first pit stop in itself if we're doing a 2-stop. Did it look like a DRS? He did. Okay, so it's set up for a 1-stop at the moment. I think if we wanted to 2-stop, it was 16, right? Something like that.
Okay, mate. Engine's running too hot.
Oh, for God's sake.
Engine is running too hot. Let's keep it a bit cooler for now, please.
That's going to be a little bit tricky. Got to keep below 141. But being in the dirty air right now is not going to help it, so the only way I really manage that is if I drop back. Fresh Tire Hero, Fresh Tires Hero Mega. Yeah. But it's a 27-second pit time loss, which is a lot. So I think if we can do a 1-stop, it's worth a try. In my opinion. And Leclerc has definitely lost DRS here, hasn't he? Yo, look at Bottas, dude. He's gaining on us. Bottas low-key quick right now. What's going on? I thought the caddies were going to drop, but they're looking pretty strong. I'll tell you what, we might get moved on Charles Leclerc. Here we go, chat. This will be good for a bit of clear air. Here we go, Charles Leclerc covers the left-hand side. Around the outside, we go through turn 1 and up towards turn 2. And we are into P5 here at Imola. Swift move on Charles Leclerc. And the first time of asking. And that will give us a bit of clear air to just cool that engine a little bit too. What strat is Leclerc on? Driver behind.
Leclerc is behind you. Time last lap, 1:20.5.
Top 3 ran away.
On old mediums. Okay, they've done 10 laps on those tyres. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining.
2-stopper. 2-stopper for show. Bit of a slide through Aqua there. Go opposite to Lando. Let's see what Lando's doing. If he's 2-stopping or 1-stopping while being on the hard tyre. Driver in front. Driver in front.
Lando ahead. And the time last lap, 1:20.1. Okay, gap to the car in front, 1.7 seconds.
Shall we get me?
They're on old hard tyres. Okay, they've done 10 laps on those tyres. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining.
Lot of 2-stoppers, isn't there? Russell's into P8. No, he's not. Never mind. Oh, man. Drop your camera settings. If you go to my Twitch and do the command camera, you'll find my settings there. Yeah, Lano's trying to pull away now. That hard tyre is definitely the better tyre. 12 laps in. How do I type a command? Once you go to Twitch, do the exclamation mark camera. All one word, no spaces.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
The caddy's flying. Yeah, he's doing a really good job. He's 2.4 behind now, but still looking pretty quick. I think I may be a little bit too far back on Leclerc here to pass him. Yeah, 6/10 down. We'll just charge a little bit into the first couple of corners instead.
0.9 seconds.
That'll do. Obviously being behind isn't great for the engine either. We are at 136 now though, so that one lap of clear air did help a lot. .1 to Russell. Russell's back past Hamilton again. I'm trying my best to Leclerc, but his pace is a bit better than ours right now. I'm also trying to be really careful on tyre wear too. Really got to try and manage this at the moment. Car still feels okay. Rear right's on 26, so still about 2% per lap right now. Come up. Let's see what Valtteri's doing strategy-wise here as well. He's definitely dropping, but driver behind, just out of curiosity.
Bottas is behind you. Time last lap, 1:20.7. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 12 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining.
Yeah, he's
2
2-stopping
stops remaining.
too. I think everyone's 2-stopping. Everyone appears to be 2-stopping, don't they? Oh, that's a bit wide there. Rear's got a little bit loose that time. The problem is if we lose DRS, we'll probably drop a lot of pace. Our last lap's at 20.1, which is still quite competitive. But if we lose DRS, I think that will drop quite a bit. It's just how much the tires drop off here. Yeah. But like I said, I think 2% per lap isn't that bad. It means that when we pit, we'll be on about just over 50%. I think it's doable. Don't lose DRS, don't lose it, don't lose it, don't lose it. Yeah, I think we're good. We're good. Lance Stroll is P8 now. What's going on down there? Did Hamilton pit? No, but I think it might have some sort of damage, though.
Oh, mate, great stuff. You hit that target.
There we go, got the target,
That
nice.
sets us up nicely for the rest of this race.
We got that target comfortably. I'm feeling that rear a little bit in turn 2 and 3 right now. Stroll in P8, yeah. There's a lot of battling going on down there. I've seen Hamilton, Stroll, Russell, all fighting for P8 down there, so... But yeah, I think Hamilton definitely has an issue or something because he's dropped a lot of time. Stay in that DRS. Stay in that DRS. Again, he lifted big time into that chicane. But him lifting there has helped us out quite a bit. Tell you what, chat, I'm glad we went a bit up on fuel. We started 2 laps over. We're down to 1.69, so... Good thing we went over. Russell past Stroll again. Yeah, there's a lot of scrapping going on down there. Look at DRS and Leclerc down towards turn 2 again. We're still holding it. But I have to really push the battery to keep up with them. And that's going to be a problem later on, obviously, so... But this will help us out as well against the guys behind. The more we can get on them now, the easier it'll be later on. Especially with them 2-stopping. Come on. We are on lap 16, by the way, which was the original pit stop plan for a 2-stop. So if we want a 2-stop, any time now is good. Are you staying on the 1-stop? Well, that's kind of the debate right now. Do we commit to the 1-stop from here? What do you guys reckon? Full send, 1-stop, you reckon? Yeah. Everyone else on a 2-stop, so it would be very interesting if we did a 1-stop. Very, very interesting. Isn't 2-stop faster? Maybe. But it's a very long pit lane. 27 seconds pit lane time loss. And it's a fairly difficult track to overtake at.
0.9 seconds.
I don't mind the track position. As long as I look after the tyres, we'll be all right. And I'm doing my best for that at the moment. Just trying to keep it easy on the rears. Ready to download the Audi mods? You can download it from overtake.gg. Six seconds to Bottas now. Yeah, look how much Leclerc is lifting into the chicane. Bro, it's Lycoing for real. Lower accurate Ferrari. He's literally Lycoing into that chicane. Antonelli pit, yeah. He's initiated the 2-stop as well. I think we'll start seeing the medium tyres boxing around now, I think. Or soonish, at least. Leclerc stays out. How's Hulk going? Teammate status.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now.
Got very close there.
Keep taking care of them.
That's not what I wanted. Whoa. Tyre status.
No! Need to worry about the tyre condition
Vince,
for now.
hello?
Everything's looking good.
Wrong person. Teammate status.
Gap to your teammate behind, 8.8 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. They're in 10th place.
Oh.
And the time last lap, 1 minute 20.4.
Is that an authentic P10? Or... How is he in P10? When you say keep peace on the rears, what are you actually doing to lower the tyre wear on the rears? Doing simple things like reducing the steering input a little bit so the back end doesn't slide too much, and also being a bit more cautious on the throttle. You'll see that coming out the corners and stuff, I'm a bit more gentle when pushing down the throttle. Whereas when you're full pushing, you can get on the throttle a bit earlier and try and get, you know, the wheels spun up a bit more to pull out the corner a bit faster. But yeah, less rotation really is what I'm looking for right now, just to keep the temperatures and stuff under control. And to be fair, we're doing a good job, because the rears are looking pretty solid right now, so... No rain today, no. Dry race. One car pitch, it's a P1, P11 actually. Still, that's a really good improvement though, because he started in P16, right? So that's still a very solid improvement. George Russell has caught Bottas, by the way, so maybe expect a pass there soon. We're doing really well to stay with Charles Leclerc right now, though. This is very much a battle for position later on as well. I don't think this will be a on-track battle, but a very strategic battle, because he's doing a two-stop, we're on a one. So maybe don't expect any on-track overtakes, but hopefully we can get the better strategy over him, especially if we keep the rears in check. Spain's one track I struggle so much with tire temps. Yeah. I'd imagine probably the left side the most, right? It is quite brutal in Spain. There's a lot of fast right-handers, which put a lot of lean on the car. On that left side. It looks like Verstappen is driven away here, by the way. Look at the gap he's got on the map. How do I turn off racing line? It's too hard. I'd recommend looking up some track guides on YouTube and stuff. It's all about understanding reference points, knowing where to position your car, where to brake, sometimes where to accelerate and turn and things like that too. Reference points are very, very important. I think racing line is one of the hardest things to turn off, I'd say. Because the problem with racing line is it teaches you very bad habits. Like, I understand it's very useful to learn and stuff like that, but the problem is you're always looking down at the track, which is not really what you want to do. Your eyes should be everywhere but the track, if I'm being honest. You know, professional racing drivers, pro sim racers and stuff, they're looking at the corner ahead rather than the one that's coming up. And that's what makes it so good. Leclerc's in. Piastri's in as well. Here we go. That's the two-stop, chat. The two-stop is being initiated here.
So your ERS
We've got 6 or 7 more laps, I think it is, until we pit for the hard tyre.
Or you might want to try some lifting or gentle braking to recharge. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 9.3 seconds.
Do you know a channel that does them? Track guides? I think our good friend Brendan Lee does, I believe. Did Lando pit? No. No, he's not.
5.8 seconds.
He's still on the same hard tyre. Are you going to push now till you pit? I will try to, but I think the rear tyres are already a little bit up in flames, really, so... Yeah, Brendan's pretty good. He's a former F1 esports champion from a while back, so... You know, he's someone you can rely on for knowledge. And a very nice bloke as well, so... Huck and Hulk in P3 and P4. Frame it. Hang it in the Louvre. What up, Cyrus? Yeah, double Audi top 4 will not be underappreciated, that's for sure. Oops. Put too much curb there. I did Cyrus, yeah. If you hung it in the loop and get stolen, yeah, probably, to be fair. It's worth that much. That shit goes on auction for like 5 mil alone. Someone's not going to be allowed to marshal again after that. Like I say, the whole incident is really strange. I don't understand how the marshal post before that didn't put out yellow flags. Like, the only thing I can think of is they weren't communicated to. They weren't told there was an incident or something like that. I don't know. But like I say, it's horrendous that even happened.
The Sauber driver's stopping now.
Sauber driver? Verstappen, Norris from the pits, and they said Sauber driver stopping. Mark, you good, bro? Hulk's in now.
Nico's coming in for his stop now.
Bro was telling me he was pitting. It was being preemptive. It's about the Bathurst crash? Yeah. There was a few nasty incidents on that race. I've driven Bathurst in ACC in the past, and it's such a fun track to drive. But it is also very sketchy. Once you nail Bathurst, it's very, very satisfying. Yeah, HP it is. Leclerc's fighting, is he? Who is he fighting with? Oh, it's is that one of the Williams? Max getting 2 seconds in 4 corners. Expect more of it. Expect plenty more where that came from. When you nail the top of the mountain, it's chef's kiss. It really is. I've also driven it in iRacing on Formula 4 cars. And that is so much fun. Actually, it might be Formula 3, actually. I don't remember. It was one of Formula 3 or Formula 4. But regardless, it was, yeah, really fun in single-seater. I did accidentally kill someone, though. I still feel bad about that. Yeah, Verstappen is flying right now. But he's not really outraced, so I'm not too concerned. Norris has gone for another hard tyre, so he'll be on the medium tyre at the end, I think. Oh, yeah, the rears are struggling. Trust the process. Trust the process, chat. Trust the process. That's what I wanted, DRS. That's all I wanted.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. Gap to your teammate behind, 30.7 seconds.
Dude, I have very little grip right now on the rears for the opening corners. This is so difficult. 2 more, chat. 2 more. And we can pit for hards. Lap 27 will be in. Come on.
Okay, the car behind.
I'm holding out right now, but the tires are sliding a lot.
If possible.
Max is flying. Yeah, he's not out of race. I just wanted a little bit of DRS down towards turn 1. We might get some more on the lap 27 as well, which will be our pit lap because Piastri is 2 seconds behind. Hadjar right behind him too. Been a good race so far, but this is all going to come down to strategy at the end. Will that one stop be worth it? Can you explain to me how the new game is coming? Is it going to be only F1 then add on every year? Only for this year. So all it's going to be, it's very simple, is F1 26 is going to be a DLC. So there's not going to be like an official release or a new game or anything like that for this year. It's just going to be a DLC add-on for this game. From next year onwards, it's back to normal.
Hadger's behind you. We want to keep them behind, please. This is super critical for our strategy.
What? No, it's not. What are you talking about? Hadjar is not our race. Yeah, this guy behind is on 4-lap fresher tires. We want you to keep him behind. This ain't happening, Mark. It's not happening, man. I probably should try and get DRS here, shouldn't I? But... Sorry, I meant 4-lap old tires is probably what I meant. There we go. Nice start at the final corner. Well, here goes Hadger. And there goes the objective. And here comes Piastri as well. Yo, Snipe with the 5 gifted! Snipe coming in with the 5 gifted at subs. You'll love to see it. They much Snipe for the 5 gifted, my man. I appreciate that. W Snipe. Appreciate the 5 gifted, dude. Very, very kind. Very, very kind. Been absent for too long. Far too kind, man. If that's your apology, then I appreciate it, but no need. Hope you're good, dude. All right. In this lap, chat. In this lap. Boxing this lap. Let's initiate the 1-stop. Leclerc is 12 seconds behind right now, so we will have about roughly a 10-second gap, I think, to Leclerc. But he will be due a stop, and we'll have fresher tires. Hopefully it'll all play out. What's good, Harry? Unstable, thank you for on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it, dudes. Welcome in as well. Whoa. Here we go. Whoa, that last 10 laps is very tough, but we got it done. And most importantly, we kept it on the track. We've done not done that a few times recently, so... I appreciate that 5 gifted Snipe. Very kind of you, man. If you were one of those who got a gifted sub from Snipe, make sure to drop a massive thank you to him. Appreciate my dudes.
Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go, go. Perfect job on the turn in there.
Why they're doing this? Like for the update, they basically want to put more focus on 27 than 26. So if F1 27 sucks,
pit strategy complete.
It ain't looking good, bro. Let's say that. But their whole idea is to put more attention on next year, give themselves more development time to make a much better game, essentially. We'll come out right in front of Hulkenberg here, too. So we lost about 8 seconds, I think, to him. But we got them fresh hard tires on now. Just seems to warm up a little bit. I don't think it was to Imola, Hendon. More sports games should do that, in my opinion. You know who should do it? FIFA/FC. Every single FC game I played since it rebranded has been awful. I have not enjoyed a single one. I mean, to be fair, even like the later FIFA titles sucked as well. But the FC ones was, in my opinion, like a complete step below where it was. I've tried to get into it and I just can't. Come on, we got the run here, surely, on Kimi. Around the outsides. Nice move. Outbroke him as well. Beautiful. Good move, that. Very good move. Lance Stroll up next.
Nice overtake.
How much are retired? No. Hamilton is not retired. A year isn't really a lot of time to create a brand new, really good game. Exactly. Like, every game is just like almost the same thing, just with like some additional features. But in my opinion, I feel like a lot of the time, the features they add are never enough. From what I've heard, apparently 27 is going to have open world or something. FC 27, that is, not F1, before anyone gets confused. I mean, maybe we'll have on F1 as well, who knows? But I've heard that FC 27 is going to have some sort of open world like NBA has, and I don't know, man. I don't know. How can you have an open world FC? The same way you can have an open world NBA. It'll be the exact same sort of thing. Again, it's only rumor. There's nothing confirmed yet. But it has been talked about for a while as well. Nice like Apex. F1 should absolutely have that. To be fair, I think it's more fitting for a game like F1 to have something like that. Like, imagining career mode, being able to walk around the paddock and stuff like that. You know, you have objectives to get yourself ready for practice by going to the garage. And then after practice, you get out and head to the team quarters and stuff like that and debrief and things. That'd be awesome. Bring back the interviews? Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, the interviews, they got a bit repetitive after a while because it was always the same question, but at least it was something, you know, interesting to have to the game, you know?
Keep managing your tyres, manage your tyres.
Getting close to Lance Stroll here. Can't quite pass him at turn 2 just yet, though. Hopefully we get the move done soon. We don't want to get delayed too much by being behind him. Does he read TikTok chat? Yes. Less than I do on Twitch, though. Add national anthems. If you're late, you'll be fined. Yeah, facts. Or if you accidentally curse in an interview, you get a community service. Have to go and pick up litter somewhere or something. Alright, should get the move on Stroll done towards turn 2 this time. Our pace is actually decent at the moment as well. We're about to get a new PB. Hopefully. But we should blitz by Lance Stroll this final corner. Bit of battery here as well to help us on our way. DRS wide open. To the left-hand side we go. Okay, lovely. So nice move. On the Aston. Into P9. We keep on hunting. Keep on hunting. Missed the national anthem because we went for a shit. Exactly. A karting to F1. I don't think many people will be interested in doing that, though, to be honest. Like, we have F2 in the game right now, and not many people even do that. If they added, like, more things to do while being in F2 and F3 and whatnot, then I think fair enough. I think the problem right now with starting in F2 is literally there's nothing to do other than do your practice, quali, and race. Outside of that, nothing. You don't have any sort of secret meetings. You don't have any talks with your teams. Like, it's very bare bones. There's Valtteri Bottas in the Cadillac right in front of us. Should get by him shortly. I mean, I think Sainz did it as well, Darren, but I think he's talking about Kimi Räikkönen in his Lotus days. Remember the special events you used to get in F1? Special invitation? Special invitation. Was that like the Hot Lab challenges? When's the next LMU stream? Thursday. I have a schedule on my Discord. They update every single week, so if you ever know what I'm doing on what day, I'd recommend keeping an eye on that. We got to drive the older gen cars, I believe. That must have been on 2020 then, right? Dude, we need to replay 2020 on stream at some point. Would you guys be down for that? Would y'all want to see a 2020 stream one day? Dude, that game was so good. Yeah? We can try and plan it out. Here we go on Bottas. Lovely. Good move.
Great maneuver. You made it look so easy.
Back into P8. We're creeping back up there. We got 4.2 to Albon, 9 to Russell. Hopefully that gap will keep coming down. Albon low-key having a good race here, by the way. He started on soft tires. And now on mediums in P7. Oh, dude, Hanoi was bad. F1 2020 cost 200 quid. Yeah, I have the game in my Steam library, though, so I'm good. I already own the game. Yellows. Oh, it is Alex Albon who's in the gravel. I was literally just praising him. That's a safety car. Oh, that's not good for us because everyone's going to go hard tires. Ah, that's not a good safety car. Do I go new hard tires here, chat? New hard tires to the end? I probably should, right? I was literally just giving him a heap of praise. And he goes and does that. Yeah, you reckon new hards? Okay, let's do it. Everyone's in. Oh, dude. That's not a good safety car for us, unfortunately. That means we have definitely lost position to Russell and arguably to Leclerc as well, so... that's tough. Everyone else is in as well.
Into the pits. Nico in
Hulk will get held up a little bit here. My bad, Hulk. Yeah, very bad safety car. Down, safety car. Down!
Okay, off we go. Back into the race. That was a fantastic stop. Faster than we
Do you have another
expected.
medium? No, just a new hard. That was it. That's a harsh safety car.
Stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross on.
Very, very harsh. I think we've also lost track position to someone else as well, haven't we? Because we were fighting with Leclerc. Wait, no, have we?
Right, the safety car's waiting for the leader. You can overtake it. Overtake the safety car.
Wait, did we lose track position to someone else too? Or is it just George Russell? Is it just Russell, is it? Okay. I mean, one position loss isn't too bad, but it's still not ideal, is it? Still not ideal. I think that safety car's good for Fernando, though. He was struggling in qualifying, so being P9 for him is good. But yeah, man, literally, I just praised Alex Albon, and he goes and does that. I may well be the ultimate jinx. I was literally just saying he was having a great strategy here, and he goes and puts it in the gravel. That's tough. Praise P1. Is it still Max in P1? No, it's not. One of McLaren's actually is P1. That's Piastri, I think. Yo, Piastri, what a great race, man. What a great race from Piastri. Fair play, man. You're killing it. Imagine, though, he actually spins now. Like, the manifesting would be kind of crazy. Not really manifesting, actually, is it? It's more reverse psychology. I think everyone boxed, right? I don't think anyone stayed out. We didn't lose any position because everyone boxed behind us, so... I think our teammate's P10, by the way, chat. I think Hulk is P10 right now. Any budget Moza wheel recommendations? What's your idea of budget? Ability makes you didn't double stack? Oh yeah, imagine. Imagine. There we go, finally caught the safety car. That just shows how far away the leaders were. Took us a lap to catch a safety car. Yeah. Well, these hard tires will definitely go to the end now, but I'd imagine we'll say the same for everyone, right? Do you think the mediums will get to the end? Like, Alonso on the medium tire, is he going to get to the end? He's got a long way to go, isn't he? Vince full attack. I think we can attack. We've got to be a little bit careful. You did 26 laps, so yes. Yeah, fair point, actually. Yeah, we did 27, I think, didn't we? So if we did 27, he'll probably do 27 as well. He will be slow, though, at the end. Maybe quite quick at the start, so keep your eyes on Alonso early on. But I think he will drop off after 15 laps or so. Maybe before that. Bottas and Russell close each other at Imola. Which year was it? 21? It was 21, yeah. Yeah, that infamous accident between those two. Besides you, who's the best F1 streamer right now? Probably Lando Norris. Full-time streamer, part-time F1 racer, right?
Safety car
Ooh, in this lap. Okay. I thought we were going to get one more, but here we go.
Are up to temperature. And remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line.
Tell you what, if we get the jump on Russell, we'll still be in a good position, I think. Here we go. Safety car's in this lap. Oh, what are we doing here? Bro, why are the AI so bad at safety car restarts, man? We can still get him, though. We can still get him. No, he's pulling away. On the inside, maybe. It's a big lunge up towards turn 2. He's on the outside. We'll give him space on the right-hand side. We actually might have pinched a little bit there, but we was already past him. We are into P6. That was a very important move to get done early on, and now we can look ahead to the top 5. Really important move. Very confident under braking there at turn 2. And Russell felt the full force of that one. And now we've got Russell and Bottas right behind each other. So this could be interesting at turn 2. Very interesting. There was a little fight there going on, but that's already discontinued. Oh, Russell got a really good Aquaman rally there. It's all over me here, isn't it? Out the chicane we go. Gotta be careful on battery usage, but gotta stay with these guys. Nice braking into the penultimate corner. Through the final one we go. Nice apex there too. Can we get the exit? Not bad. Here we go up towards turn 1 and 2 again. Russell's close. Leclerc's fast up front. He's going for a bit of a Piastri. We'll take the slipstream. Russell trying to get closer, but will not be close enough for a move. As Leclerc and Piastri go 2 abreast into the opening corners. Leclerc on the left, Piastri on the right. Will weave to the right as we cut back across Leclerc. Can we have a look up the inside through the next left-hander? This could be an ambitious one. We say no to that one. We'll try and get another point because that would have been a little bit too risky, I think, going for a move there. And instead, we'll hold P6 instead. Bottas got 2 seconds to us now, so bit of a gap forming between the groups. Bottas also having a pretty solid race, to be fair to him. How's Piastri 4th? As opposed to Charles Leclerc lifting again into that chicane, dude. That Lyco really not messing around, huh? And the final corner we go again. Did Leclerc get DRS? Don't know.
Team Radio. Alex
Gap to your teammate
400
There we go.
says ELMS on Wednesday.
Thursday.
It's time to join you on LMU.
Thursday, not Wednesday, Thursday. Did I say Wednesday on the schedule?
Okay, mate, Leclerc ahead. We don't want to let this hold us up too long, so do your best to get past and get on with the race.
No? Okay, good. I was going to say. I can't see. Yeah, it's on Thursday. But yeah, if you want to join us, Alex, feel free, man. I don't know if we'll get the same split, but that'd be awesome. Russell is all over me right now, man. It's going to be a really tough cookie to try and crumble right now. Show had an incident at National came 1 year. Yeah, in 22. I remember it very well. What's my driver ranking? Silver 1. I think I'm close to Silver 2, though. Actually, maybe not after the first race I had. But definitely Silver 1. 17-3 for Lando. We've got DRS on Leclerc. Leclerc does not have DRS on Piastri. Here we go, chat. This could be a move for P5. Look at the overspeed into the opening chicane. Round the outside we go, Leclerc. We're nice and late on the brakes there, too. We make the corner. Into P5 we go. Nice move. I got some work to do then, bet. Get to Silver 1 before Thursday. You'll be good. Nice. Got Jeremy, how's it going, mate? Charles. Put your nose away. Bad boy. How many pit stops have we done? 2. We were planning a 1 stop, but we got a safety car, 5 laps ago now, so we opted for a 2 stop instead. Oh, I nearly broke DRS to Leclerc there as well, actually. Pace is not bad, chat. Pace is not bad at all. We did actually break a second at the final corner, but at the detection point, Leclerc was still within a second, so let's see. Will Russell attack him? I think he is. Leclerc dropping. Leclerc down to P7. They're still going to fight in the opening corners, though, so keep an eye on it. And Leclerc just comes out on top. However, that fight has opened up a bit of a gap there. Let's see if we can try and push away a little further. 2.2 to Piastri. Could we catch the Aussie? Can I give you some F125 career mode ideas? Sauber to glory. Maybe take Ollie Behrman to a world championship. Maybe get Hamilton an 8th. Maybe get Charles Leclerc his first as well.
And gap to the car in front, 2.2 seconds.
Maybe bring Williams back to top step as well. Something like that. There we go. Definitely broke DRS this time. 1.4. Beautiful. Our pace is really good right now, chat. This hard tire is feeling good. Feeling very good. Why is TikTok full of AI bots? That's TikTok for you.
We won't be making another pit stop.
TikTok sucks for all the bots. You just cannot get rid of them. That's why I prefer Twitch. No custom setup? I don't have one either. I probably won't really bother with it for now. TikTok has so many AI creators hate it. Dude, the amount of AI videos I see on my timeline now is wild. And I tell you what, it's scary how realistic it's becoming as well. Like, there are some videos where I'm like, if I didn't notice that it had an AI label, I would think it's real. It is getting quite scary how good it's getting. And I've seen these videos as well of these pranksters who take a picture of someone in a store and then they use an AI model to like video them stealing stuff. Then they show them to security and security starts chasing them down. And the person looks like really like, you know, scared and worried and stuff, being, you know, given all these accusations that he never did. It's a quite a scary reality, really, isn't it? Russell's past Leclerc here as well. See what 90 Piastri, I think he's pulling away, isn't it? I think Piastri's pace maybe a little bit too much at the moment. Got less than 20 laps to go. Come on, let's keep pushing. Doing a really good job right now, but I fear Russell Leclerc will probably have some pace over us very soon, if not already. Exactly, Blue. Exactly. Yeah, it's worrying how far it's going. And, like, generally speaking, I don't really mind the use of AI, generally speaking, like, too much. Like, ChatGPT and those sorts of things, I think it's okay. But the, you know, the other side of it, of these, you know, fake videos being made of innocent people, and, like, I've seen these, like, really bad deep fakes people do as well. It's not good, man. It's not good. What's the steering wheel called? The Mazda FSR. Can't wait for AI racing. They're already doing that in the Middle East. Am I running another race after this? No, this will be the last one. Leclerc 1.2. I think these guys are behind to battle each other a little bit so I can try and break away a bit more. I saw a crash out on the Tomo Red Bull redesign. It was peak. I think it's a reasonable crash out though, right? I think it was a very reasonable crash out.
Lost some time to the car behind.
I think so, Mogan, yeah. I think I saw a jam clip there or something. Ooh. Russell's almost in DRS. Tell you what, the guys in front are holding each other up a little bit here.
Tyre condition still looking good.
I did the same thing when I saw it. Some of his redesigns aren't so bad, but that one was bad. There's no way he didn't do that for the engagement, right? Max doesn't look as good on the memes. He's on the hard. Yeah, he's actually struggling a little bit, isn't he? I saw him P3 at one point, and you can see he's got a bit of traffic behind him too, so I think Russell was broken into that 1 second, annoyingly. I think he'll have DRS and us out the final corner. Odds lap 47. Looks like we are going to get a pretty heated battle on track here. Verstappen down to P3.
We need to get to the end of the race on these tyres.
They're still scrapping up there. Russell and Leclerc closing in again into the opening corners. Russell has to go defensive. Come on. Been a really good race, this one. It was a race that went from a battle of strategies to a battle of fights quite quickly. And there's definitely still more brewing. Our pace is good, though. Did we break DRS this time to Russell? I hope so. Oh, Franco's out.
On Colapinto. Right, they've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring.
First in for the race, Franco Colapinto on lap 47. His afternoon is done early. Is it the method to run 100% diff at all tracks for wet and dry? Generally speaking, yes. I think in the wet you can lower it a little bit more maybe, but yeah, generally 100 is the way to go. Yeah, that lap was good. Broke away from Russell there. He might have been recharging a little bit though, so let's try and do the same this lap. If possible. 3.8 to Piastri as well. Those guys are still holding each other up a little bit. There is an outside opportunity. We could catch the top guys if they keep on fighting. Yellow still out for Colapinto's car. You'll see it strand on the left-hand side up here. Been and gone.
Green flag.
Yeah, Hadjar's P1 right now. Go on, lads. Imagine Isaac Hadjar picking up a win. Oh. Back and getting a little bit loose. First sign of it on this tyre. Still pulling to George Russell, though. 1.7 the gap as we head into the final two corners. And the gap closing to the top four as well. 3.3 now to Piastri. How much are we closing up here? That was like close to a second, I think, right? Drivers in front.
Okay, the McLaren driver's ahead of you. Time last lap, 1:18.6. Piastri's ahead of you. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 3.2 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 13 laps old, and you're closing by 0.4 a lap. Keep it going.
Okay, not quite a second. Not quite a second.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 4.0 seconds.
Come on. Leclerc's past Russell again. Whoa! Hello. None of that, please. Still got time. That side's probably because there's some grass on the right-hand side tyres. And now we've got gravel on it as well. That's not going to be useful. I lost a good bit of time there too. Wonderful. That is the last thing I need right now is time loss because of our own mistakes. 2.2 to Leclerc though. Open it back up again the final couple of corners. 18.4. That's a bit slow on the previous lap.
Okay, so
We did an 18.1 before, so
0.0 seconds.
didn't get anything that time. Verstappen in P3 again. Surprised he hasn't ran away on his medium tyres here, but maybe they're starting to feel the wear a little bit. Hulk, by the way, is P8. Double Audi points today, chat, maybe. If Hulk can keep this going. He's flying away with Alonso for it. Russell's closed up a little bit more. Come on. Oh. Nice chicane there, though. Getting a bit of time. At the moment, it's McLaren, Red Bull... Red Bull, McLaren in that top four. You can definitely see who the two teams are fighting right now for the championships. And the final corner we go. 18.3. Slight improvement that time. Not by a lot, though. 12 to go, chat. 12 laps to go. This is heating up. A lot of questions to be answered. And we'll have those answers in 12 laps' time. Nicely done. Tyres looking okay. Once again, Caddy not getting points. You know what? I actually feel for them. I think without that not second safety car, without the only safety car, they probably would have got a top 10. Bottas was cooking. And then that safety car kind of killed their race a bit, didn't it? Oh my god. Oh my god. 2 slides out the last 2 corners. 18.4. We're not really gaining a lot on Piastri anymore, are we? Gap to Russell Leclerc's opened up a little bit further, but that gap to top 4 has just kind of stayed the same the last couple laps. I'm pushing, man. I really am. I'd love to try and get in that fight for the podium, but I just feel like it's not quite going to happen at the moment. We are putting a lot of load on the rear tyres from how hard we're pushing. That might come back to bite us. But I think it's worth the risk to try and fight for that top 4 at least. Nice aqua. Really nice aqua that time.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 3.4 seconds.
Good chicane as well. This might be a bit of a time gain. Oh, that must have been a good time gain. That was within 3 seconds of Piastri this lap. 18.2, good lap. I think we get about 5 tenths there too. Bit more of that, please, but not go amiss. A little bit more of that, please and thank you. Ten to go. Come on, come on. Big chicane here, hopefully. Nice, 2.7. Little bit of a gain. When does the DLC come out? April is the rumor. Kind of getting the Apex GP experience? Yeah. Yeah, I feel for Bottas a lot. Albon has kind of screwed up his race there, really. I expect fisticuffs in the paddock after this. Nine more. Every lap counts right now. This will probably feel like the quickest 9 laps of our life right now, won't it? Trying to gain this time. We've done really well against Russell and Leclerc.
Focus on the driving.
Done really, really good job against those two. But I want to try and get some more. I'm a little bit greedy like that. Piastri is dropping back a little bit from the guys in front. Wonder if his engine's overheating a touch. Yeah, I think he might have lost DRS actually as well. You'd expect Verstappen's tyres to be struggling at some point too. Being on that medium tyre to the ends.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 2.6 seconds.
2.4 to Piastri, come on. And that top 4 starting to split up a little bit, isn't it? Piastri definitely seems like he's slowing down a touch, though. He's got 1.2 to Verstappen. He's dropped a lot of time to us. We did an 18.8, and we're getting about 8 tenths there. I wonder if Piastri might have a problem here. He's dropping a lot of time. You can see him getting closer and closer to us here, too. He must have a problem and a bit of an issue there at turn 4 myself. Could be calling his engine or a mechanical issue. Yeah. I hope for his sake it's calling the engine, but I hope for our sake it's a mechanical problem. But he is dropping time to the top 3. 1.9. This is the closest I've been to the Aussie so far. And that gap keeps coming down. 1.8. Something's happening here, chat. Lovely chicane there as well. 1.6 now. Into the final 2 corners we go. Can we try and get a little bit further on the 2 Ravazzas? 1.4. Wow. 18.2. That was a good lap as well. This is really good right now, chat.
Gap to your teammate behind.
Yeah, let's get a driver in front. Let's see if he's got a problem. Driver in front. Someone locked up.
McLaren driver ahead. And the time last lap, 1 minute 18.9. Piastri ahead.
18.9.
Gap to the car in front, 1.2 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 20 laps old. This is excellent stuff. You're closing in by 7/10 a lap.
Dude, what is going on right now, chat? We are getting a lot of time on Oscar. I wonder if his tyres might be a little bit cooked or something. For the middle set we go into Marco Morale. Can we try and get a little bit more through here? Difficult double right-hander, but we got it tucked in nicely. Nice. Still about 1.4 though. This lap looks about the same on the Delta right now. Looks like Hadjar's pulled away a little bit, isn't it? In that top 3. 1.1. Lap 57 and 63, chat. Could it happen? Could we find ourselves in the top 4? This would be a great result if so, to be honest. It's been a very difficult race, but a really good one as well. A really fun race. We've been free to push on this final stint. We're making the most of it. But we've got to keep up these last 6 laps. Hello from France. How's it going, dude? Welcome in. Ooh, I needed more inside curb there. Needed more curb. $2.5 to Verstappen as well. Could we fight for a podium at the end here? This late race charge has been super good from us. Been a really, really good effort. Broke away from Russell and Leclerc, gaining on the top 4. Our pace right now is immaculate. 18.3. We didn't quite get a DRS on Piastri, but we are within 1 second. We'll be getting a slipstream down towards the opening corners as well. I'd like to think from here onwards we'll be within that 1 second and we can get that DRS on him. Here we go. It's starting to unfold, chat. Buckle in. This is going to be a very interesting last 5 laps here. Piastri just pulled away a little bit in the first sector so far. We'll get that time back in the final sector, though, as always. Oof. Oh, that's too much inside curve that time. Hopefully we'll get a good bit in the chicane as well. Surely within a second. Surely. Come on, give me a... I think we got it, chat. I think we're in DRS. I think we got DRS. Through the final corner we go. Powering out. And DRS will be wide open down towards the opening corners. Here we go. We'll be a little bit too far back from moving the opening chicane, but look how much time we find against Piastri down towards turn 2. This is going to be a thriller for these last 5 laps. Oh, come on. Too much curb again. Bad exit on the apex there as well. That hurts a little bit. Come on. When did you and Piastri pit? Whenever the safety car came out. Pretty much everyone pit on that safety car. Don't lose DRS, please. I just got it. Don't lose it. I think we got it. It was close, but I think we're good. Come on, push. Yep, we got DRS. We're good. 18.6 that time.
Manage your tyres.
We'll crawl closer down toward turn 2 once again. Only a few more laps, chat. Come on. Leclerc and Russell keep on battling behind as well. I don't know where our teammate is. Hopefully he's in the top 10 still. I have a feeling he might not be. Oh, there's a fight for P2 going up here. Is he P11, is he? Damn. I was really hoping to try and get a... his first top 10. Thoughts on Mr. Brightside by The Killers? Pretty iconic song. How did it end like this, though? Oh, boy. Car's getting twitchy. 7.5 to the back. Are we close enough? We're getting a lot here. We're just a little bit too far back, aren't we? 2 more laps to go after this one, chat. Next lap be the penultimate one. There's still a lot of scrapping going on up front here as well, so this could still be swings and roundabouts. A bit too deep again there. Oh, a big rear slide as well. 2 slides, in fact, out of that corner. I'm getting a lot of rear sliding. Oops. A little bit too wide again on entry. Still getting on that top 3. 2 seconds. Piastri's almost doing DRS of them. I don't know if I want him to get it or not. Probably not, right? If we want P4. Here we go. Second to last lap, chat. Lap 62 and 63. And I tell you what, we're not too far back here. This could be the moment. Here we go on Oscar Piastri with 2 to go. Piastri defends the inside. To the outside we go. Against the Aussie. He's still there. He's not anymore. We're into P4. Big move. Big move. Now we've got to try and keep it, though. The top 3 is still 2 away, though. Gotta save some battery here. We'll try and get past up here, but we should be okay. Nice aqua. Really nice aqua Morale. Oh, I'm too far away for the DRS in the top 3, aren't I? I was pushing for it, but not close enough. Norris going to get Ian alive. Yeah, he might well do. Both Red Bulls sitting on his tail. I'll tell you who else might get in alive. Me. I need a big final corner. Here we go. Last lap. Push. Push, push, push. 5 tenths.
Okay, mate. Final lap. Keep your concentration.
Here it comes.
Bring it home.
No! I had no battery left. Piastri gets back bias for P4. Gotta try and fight it back, though. This has been an unbelievable hunt. Don't let it slip away right at the end, please. Please. Oh, I'm sliding. Oh, it's not gonna happen. It's too far away. Unless... Come on. Oh, just too much chicane. Oh, man, we gave it everything. Is it Isaac Hadjar that's going to win? Crazy. Fair play to him. Very close to Piastri on the final 2 corners here, but it's not going to be enough. GG's, chat. What a race this was. What a battle against Piastri. We fought against so much time to try and get in there, and we do finish P5. It's still a solid result, but man, that could have been a P4. Oh, what a race, man. That was so much fun. So much fun. We had the strategy battle for a good portion of the race, then just pure pace at the end. And unfortunately, we just quite couldn't get him. Oh, that was fun, man. That was so much fun. GG's, chat. What a race.
Very impressive indeed. So, a huge congratulations to this driver for taking victory today.
Isaac Hadjar, by the way. Isaac Hadjar winning the Imola Grand Prix. Is that a sign? Is that a sign of things to come?
Here's the podium waiting for them.
Forget that it says Yuki on his thing still. If they can't, how I can do it, it's not a big deal. You get P4, no one gets P4. Yeah, I wish it was that simple. Oh, man. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. The first career win for Isaac Hadjar in a Red Bull here in Imola. Verstappen finishes P3, a double Red Bull podium, and Lando Norris splits the 2 Red Bull drivers apart. I think Verstappen still leads the championship, though, so... Oh, man. What was it? Believers won, Nico. We beat both the Mercedes. Russell finished P6. He gave us a good fight at one point, but our pace in that final stint was really, really good as well. Kimi Antonelli finished P10. Unfortunately, Nico Hulkenberg only got P12. He was in that top 10 for a good bit, but unfortunately, he misses out today. Valtteri Bottas finished P15. Dude, he was in that top 10 almost the entire race up into that safety car, and I think that safety car kind of killed his race. Otherwise, we could have seen Bottas and Cadillac first points of the season. Sergio Perez finished P16 as well. Just the one DNF today as well. Franco Colapinto retiring later on that race. But, yeah, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There is your results for the day's Grand Prix. And let's see how it affects the Drivers' Championship as well. Max Verstappen still holds the lead, but only 8 points separating the top 2 now. So Lando Norris does bring the gap down by 3 points heading into Monaco. Oscar Piastri in P3, Hadjar P4, and ourselves in P5. Unfortunately, because of that Isaac Hadjar win, he does go ahead of us in the Drivers' Championship. So despite a great result for ourselves today, we do drop in the Drivers' Championship. However, we do gap Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton by even further. We are 25 points up on Charles Leclerc and even further up on Lewis Hamilton, who's in P7 right now. Russell, still only PA for him. Ocon Alonso in that top 10, and it's the rest of the order there as well. Our teammate Nico Hulkenberg yet to score a point so far. Today could have been the day, but unfortunately didn't quite happen. Constructors' Championship-wise, 3 points between Red Bull and McLaren at the top there. Ferrari in third on 120 points. We're 27 down on them at the moment in P4. Mercedes on 50 in fifth. Williams, Haas, Aston Martin, Alpine, and Racing in the top 10. Cadillac yet to score their point. Could have been today, but it wasn't. Right, chat, we have a couple things we want to check here, don't we? I want to check what happened to Lewis Hamilton, first of all, because his pace after the first few laps just disappeared, didn't it? Let's see. Did he get contact or something? His wing's still on at the moment, so... His pace just plummeted in that first stint. We continue to non-believe. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, we'll check the Alpine as well. But I'm just really confused how Lewis Hamilton struggled so much. He must have got damaged at some point. But when? The DRS trading, by the way, is crazy here. He lost DRS here, didn't he? Yeah. So something must have happened maybe on lap 6? Oh. Well, that's what happened to the Alpine. You were wondering why the Alpine pit. That's why. And that's why Lewis Hamilton lost so much time as well. He just did like a... Did he brake or did he just lift? Yeah, he just lifts. Blood was doing Lyco. Bro was doing a massive Lyco. And that's how the Alpine got wing damage. You can see that massive piece of end plate falling off the car. Wow. Wait, did... Hold on. Did that end plate get stuck on Lewis's car? It doesn't come out the other side. His car just ate the end plate. His car just completely ate up the end plate. Maybe that's why he was struggling. I don't know. Did he get a bit of floor damage from that, maybe? Does it ever come out? Keep your eyes out, chat, if it comes out at some point. I haven't seen it come out yet. Unless it despawned or something, but... It probably despawned. It may well have, yeah. It may well have. Damn. That's wild. A little bit of Lyco destroyed Gasly's race. That's so sad. What else do we want to check out, chat? There was something else we want to check out, right? Something... I mean, we know why Colapinto retired, because he would have had a mechanical failure. Was there something else we wanted to check, or was that it? Oh, yeah, Albon spin. We want to check how Albon spun. Monaco win you that? Hopefully. Yeah, there's a big blowout on the engine. Nice bit of smoke coming out the back. Get a fire extinguisher on that. And Alex Albon. He was running a really good race. And just had a big moment at some point. I think it was this lap. Lap 7. Sorry, yeah, lap 34. P7. I literally just finished praising him too. Yep, that'll do it. And then we come along. And find a very stricken Williams sitting there. Yeah, he got stuck there as well with all the traffic coming in, so... Oh, wow, okay. Well, he's lucky he ghosted, that's for sure. He's very lucky he ghosted. Dude, I love this Aston livery, man. This Aston livery is so clean. It looks good in the game, too. Oh, man. I don't know if I said the replay, but I'll do it again just in case. Almost Bathursted him? Yeah, literally. Literally. Thankfully, the yellow flags were already out, so...